Welcome back to another episode of Ears Out.
It's your boy Jay Bills.
And it's your boy Key Jones. And we back with another interesting topic for y'all.
And today's topic
is being authentic. And what does being authentic means to you? Like, I feel like it has several different meanings.
It does. Let me tell you one that I think being authentic to me. You know what I'm saying? Just because I feel But no, being authentic just means being true to yourself, true to your morals, what you believe in, and standing firm in that.
Yeah.
That's what I feel.
I feel like being authentic, like you said, being yourself, being real, true to yourself.
And not following trends and stuff like that.
Most definitely.
Even though I do miss trend. That's a wordplay there. But anyway. But nah, just not following with the masses.
I feel like being authentic, it has something to do with, being in your own lane, walking your own, being like in your own path for real. Not, listening to what other people say, other people's thoughts swaying you from what you got going on.
And honestly, yeah, because I feel like a lot of people do tend to listen to what people say, like, oh, you should be doing this, or you should do this, you should do that, even if it's like against their,
morals.
Even if against what they are naturally. Because I know even for me, even with like my new job, I have to do some stuff that's not like, even though it's not bad, but it's like I have to feel, what's the word I'm looking for? I feel like I have to pressure people, and that's naturally against what I'm used to. So it's like sometimes I feel inauthentic by doing that, but at the end of the day, it's a sales position, so you have to like step out of that. But even with a situation like that, you still have to find a way to still be yourself without straying too far from what you believe or how you feel.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I feel like nowadays, like with kids growing up, I feel like a lot of them have like a hard time being themselves because there's so many trends out there, and at that point, when you're like younger, it's like you still learning yourself.
Oh yeah.
A lot of them, fall victim to wanting to be like somebody else,
If you don't have this, you ain't popular. If you don't do this,
And that's one thing about me growing up. I ain't care. Like, I ain't care. Like, me. Like, a lot of people, like, being that young, like, following other people. I ain't never been no follower. Like, I always been my own leader. For real. Staying in my own lane.
And that's the thing, too. You gotta have that confidence to step out and just be who you are. Because, let's say a kid go to the party and everybody else drinking, they know there's not something that they do. Don't go drinking just because you see everybody else doing it. Just be
peer pressure.
Yeah. Peer pressure is a big thing when it comes to authenticity, because a lot of people do go against, again, their morals and stuff just to fit in, and I feel like that is very detrimental to us as a society, because as those kids get older, it's gonna
affect them.
And it's gonna turn into a routine. You're just gonna follow whatever everybody else doing rather than just trying to do what's right.
Yeah, that is true. Do you think being like authentic have any cons to it?
Honestly, yeah. Even though it shouldn't matter, a lot of people not gonna like you.
Word.
A lot of people not gonna like you.
That's what I was thinking.
That's what it really boils down to. A lot of people, because again, people look at it as you're not normal, so let's cast you out.
And then you also have like them people, like, say if like you a quiet person, like you stay in your lane, you authentic, like you a real person, you chill. You may have like some ignorant people like, oh, they think they better than everybody else.
And I hate that mindset, bro.
Bro, that's a messed up mindset to have. Like, you need to work on yourself if you think somebody being to themselves, being quiet, staying in their lane. If you think they better than you, or they probably like.
I mean, not to say though, they might be. Like, because apparently just by them being in their own world, having their own silence, their own peace, you feel uncomfortable with that.
Word.
So what does that say about you that you are uncomfortable with their peace?
It say a lot.
Yeah, all right.
It say a lot. Because I feel like people who have that type of mindset, it's been passed down, so they probably even got that from their parents, grandparents.
Because and most people like that are, I'm not gonna say watchers because it sounds, but they are observers of the world. They take in information.
Yeah,
the quiet people who are like that.
For sure.
But honestly, I thought you were like that when I first met you. Because you like, but again, you know when to approach people, when to open up, when not. You know what I'm saying? So that's
I'm gonna say this, just like you really said, like before I start to talk to somebody, like I feel like I'm an authentic person, but before I start to talk to somebody, I'm really go pay attention and you observe you, like see how you react to certain situations, because you got to do that because like if you start talking to somebody, being friends with them, being cool, you got to know that person. In my eyes, at least.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And another thing that comes, for my opinion, of course, another thing that comes with being authentic is being a genuine person as well.
Word.
Like, for me personally, I know that at the end of the day, I have a big heart. I try to be there for people. I've been in tough situations before in my life, so if I see someone else in a tough situation, naturally, I just want to offer. I'm not just gonna force my advice on you, but I just want to be there, or have that listening ear and stuff. And sometimes people like that do get taken for granted, but I also feel like as a person who is naturally like that, who just care about people, who is genuine, and if you wish well on someone, you wish well on them from the depths of your core. You ain't gonna just say, "Oh, I'm happy for you." Like you can be like, "Yo, like I'm genuinely happy." Like, like I'm happy. Like come on. But no, I feel like people like that do get taken advantage of, and eventually they start to stray from who they are because they get sick of it. But when it really boils down to it, in the end, you're gonna be rewarded. Not saying you should be nice for a reward, but that comes back to you. That energy comes back.
Yeah, it should come from your heart.
Yeah, everything you do, you should do it from your heart.
Oh, for sure.
That's what I believe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I feel like being authentic, like it has both its pros and its cons.
Oh yeah.
I feel like people need to start being more authentic because a lot of these folks be just like, a lot of these folks just be, ugh.
And but even straying away from like the individual, just the world in general. Yeah. If you look, a lot of people who make music are starting to copy the trends that are popular. Even movies are just doing remakes over and over. Like nothing is just original anymore. Nothing is.
Not at all. I feel like we live in a world of trends. Like that's all. People see one person doing something. That's how I get started for real.
And another thing that people don't realize, trends die out. So if you're, perfect example of this, J. Cole. If you're a person like that who do what you do day in, day out, don't care about who doing what, you just doing what you feel is natural to you, people are gonna follow that. Longer than somebody who's gonna follow someone who just did something for that moment. Then later down the line, you don't have nothing else to offer because that trend is gone.
That's why I feel like he one of my favorite rappers because he don't fall victim to like a lot of the things most rappers do. Like you don't see that man wearing no jewelry. You don't see that man, just out doing famous people stuff.
Flaunting money.
Yeah. Like. He stayed true to himself.
That will be riding bikes through.
I playing basketball with people. Like he just cool.
That man doing all kinds of side quests accidentally.
Yeah.
But I mean, besides J. Cole, who is like someone else that you feel is a good example?
It's just like you really don't have a lot of people like that. Kanye. He turned.
Even though it's on a different spectrum, I do what you say.
Yes. He turned into that, but. He wasn't always like that, but
yeah, he definitely on the opposite. But like at the end of the day, he is himself though. Yeah. Like he doesn't follow nobody. He may be a little out there with it, but Kanye ain't Kanye.
Oh yeah.
You can't say it's nobody else that like, oh, they ain't just like Kanye. Nah, the only person that act like Kanye is Kanye.
Word.
Or excuse me, Ye now. Yeah. No one acts like Ye except Ye. But weirdly enough, that's a good example.
Yeah.
That man don't care about nothing.
That man be walking around looking homeless, but you know, he's being authentic. Like he's being himself.
Even if you think about it, even like may they rest in peace, but like Prince, Michael Jackson, and stuff like that. They were some individuals. Now the way they portrayed themselves and the way, like, let's just say Prince came out during this time period. People are like, oh, he gay, or he did, he weird.
Would be,
you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, that man is who he is, and he is a legend.
Their brother said the same thing about Michael.
Yeah, that's what Yeah. Nah, he sucks, bro. I'm like, what? He got more chest hair than you, dog. What you mean?
Word.
But it's definitely hard to try to be a genuine person in today's society. Just because of the trends, and just because everyone is looking for the next big thing or the next thing that's just gonna be popping and hot, and no one really cares about sticking true to their core values no more.
Yeah, it's like it's hard being genuine. It's hard being authentic nowadays because it's like you just like this one person surrounded by a bunch of just.
I know what you thinking. I know exactly what you think.
Ignorant behind people. Like
you want to say it so bad.
Yeah.
But yeah,
yeah, it's like it's almost like you're on a crab in the barrel for real.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
And I hate it because a lot of people kind of step on that person who come from that same background or come from the same area but wants different from themselves. They're sticking true to what they believe, what they want, and they're like, oh, you think back to that, you think you're better than this type mentality.
Yeah.
I don't get that. If you see somebody else trying to chase their dream or do something that they feel is best for them, allow them to do
happy.
that.
Yeah, let them do it.
Let them be happy. Quit stepping on people.
A lot of folks just behave for real.
Yeah.
A lot of folks just behave for real, and I feel like the reason a lot of people hate on the people that's like more genuine and more authentic is because they want to be like them, but don't
know how.
Don't know where to start. They just it.
It's wild, bro.
Yeah,
it really is.
It's sad at the same time too. Like, just really never know. And it sometimes like it be on family. It be like the people around you.
Oh, for sure.
It be hating on you for real.
So people hated on Jesus. You know they gonna hate on me.
Yeah, right.
Like, what? If the man upstairs himself had to deal with the hate, that's wild.
Yeah, for sure.
But I know, for me, okay, let me ask you, has there ever been a time where you felt tested, like, with your authenticity, or, if that makes sense? Like, was there a time where you felt like, okay, yeah, this is not me, let me get back to who I really am? I don't know. Then again, you so stubborn. I don't think nobody. It's hard to convince you to do something that you don't want to do.
I really can't. I don't know. I really can't think of like a time like that because I try to stay true to myself. I try not to, get peer pressured a lot. Like I stay in my own lane for real. That's what I was always taught as a child. Stay in your own lane. You got to sweep around your own front porch before you come messing with mine.
Yeah.
Stay true to yourself.
I feel like.
What about you?
I was about to say, with me, there have been times where comedically I felt that way. Because me just telling genuine stories, not even genuine, just me just telling stories about my life, or me just telling jokes involving me or things I've seen, people liked it, but I also saw that people felt more of an appeal to those who just overly fabricated jokes or stuff that's like super out there just to get a laugh. or go over and beyond just to get a laugh. And like, so I caught myself at the time period was like, okay, well, even though this ain't really my type of style, I'm gonna try to switch up. I'm gonna try to switch up just to get more laughs. Like, but then I was like, it don't feel like me. So rather than me trying to write jokes in a different way, I'm like, I'm just gonna stick to what I know best. Yes, I'm gonna try to incorporate different type of styles into it, but I'm gonna just do what I do best. And eventually, I had to have the confidence to know, like, either people gonna like it, or not. Right? Yeah. Like, that's really what it boiled down to. They gonna either like it or not. But I have learned those who do like it, they tend to remember you more than the people who just went up there and just told jokes. Because at the end of the day, those people felt they felt the vulnerability. Like, oh, you gave us a part of you. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna remember you for that. That's gonna because you allowed me into that space with you. I'm gonna be able to take that with me more versus, oh, you told me a joke made me laugh at one time, but I don't even remember what the joke was. I just remember, you know what I'm saying? Not dissing anybody. I'm just saying, like, for me personally, I had to see it that way.
But so what you saying, like, if you tell jokes how you want to tell them, like, you know, people, like you said, people go always remember that, and they go appreciate you for probably, like, staying true to yourself for real.
Mm-hmm. Because I even, like, even though it's some stuff that people would I made jokes about situations I've been in at funerals. I mean, it's tough, but at the end of the day, that's how I cope with it. Like, just by trying to look for stuff that's funny. And some people, like, gonna think, like, dang, that's messed up, but it's still kind of funny.
Yeah.
And also, just, like, I've made jokes on stage about me dealing with depression, about me dealing with all types of stuff. And by me doing that, again, it allowed me to be vulnerable, and they appreciated that.
Word. So I'm going to just say one thing to everybody out there. Stay true to yourself. Stay in your own lane. Don't get peer pressure easily. You know. Just stay true to yourself.
Be you.
Be you.
Be you. Be you to full. You see what I did?
Yeah. Be you.
Be you. But
that's all I got to say.
I will say, we appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Each and every one of y'all. Keep coming back. We're going to keep dropping bang.
Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, tell your auntie, tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your friend, tell your sister, tell your brother, tell your niece, tell your nephew, tell the unborn baby, tell the snakes, tell
that mama stuff.
Tell the haters, tell all of them to like, comment, and subscribe to Hear Us Out with Jay and Key. That's all I got to say.
That was a mouthful. What you mean that's all I got to say? After that's you gonna just... That man just dropped 16 balls and that's all I got to say.
Like Forrest Gump. That's all I got to say about that.
Right after you done went on a whole lecture. Oh, man. Well, thank y'all, man. Yeah. Look forward to seeing y'all next time.
Peace.